Hey, before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more engaging stories and insights. Now, let's get to the rewritten script. The Sunday brunch at the Hamilton family's sprawling estate felt stifling, despite the grand dining hall. My sister Victoria, clad in a sleek designer outfit, commanded the room with her usual flair, fresh off sealing another massive deal at her investment bank. I tugged at my understated black sweater, watching the familiar drama play out. Every Sunday it was the same script. Victoria, the Wall Street prodigy, and me, the family letdown. Still tinkering with that little tech venture, Olivia? Victoria teased, her mimosa in hand. What's the latest? Another groundbreaking app? I thought of Nova Systems headquarters, where tomorrow's IPO was poised to shake up the tech world. 3 years of covert innovation, crafting quantum computing solutions that would render old systems irrelevant. The company's doing fine, I murmured, glancing at my phone. A text from my CFO popped up. Trading floor set. Opening bell in 45 minutes. Dad lowered his Wall Street journal. Victoria's team handled $3 billion in mergers this quarter. That's what true achievement looks like. Mom nodded in agreement. Youngest senior VP at Goldman, while you're still, she gestured vaguely, messing around with your entrepreneur game. Victoria chuckled. Just admit you're in over your head. I could get you a junior role at the bank. My phone vibrated again. The stock exchange confirmed Nova Systems would debut at $200 a share, with a $12 billion market valuation. I'm happy with my path, I said calmly, sipping my tea. Path? Dad snorted. Running a startup from your apartment isn't a path, it's dodging reality. In the background, the kitchen TV droned with CNBC, its chatter a backdrop to their jabs, until markets opening in 5 minutes. The anchor's voice cut through. All eyes on today's massive tech IPO. Victoria sat up. My team's managing a big tech offering today, some quantum computing startup that's supposed to. She stopped dead as my face flashed on the screen. Nova Systems, led by CEO Olivia Hamilton, goes public this morning, the anchor declared. Early trading points to a $12 billion opening, the year's biggest tech IPO. Dad sputtered, coffee spilling. Mom's croissant fell from her shaking hands. That's not possible, Victoria whispered. You work from your apartment. A $40 million penthouse apartment, I corrected softly. The one you called a waste of money last month. Nova Systems, Dad stammered. They're behind the quantum processing breakthrough. The tech everyone's talking about. The tech that makes old systems obsolete, I said with a faint smile. Yes, that's my little startup. Victoria's phone buzzed wildly, likely her team realizing they'd missed the biggest IPO to a rival firm. But you never told us, Mom managed. You never asked, I replied. You were too busy praising Victoria's traditional wins to notice I was building something game-changing. My phone lit up, trading floor ready. Press awaiting CEO statement. $12 billion, Dad whispered, his banking mind grappling with the figure. Actually, I said, checking my phone, pre-trading suggests closer to $15 billion. Investors love quantum computing. The TV shifted to live Wall Street footage, crowds buzzing for Nova's historic debut. Reporters raved about how my quantum tech would revolutionize everything from medicine to space travel. Your apartment, Victoria said abruptly. The one I called tiny. It's the top floor of Nova's building, isn't it? Plus the 3 floors below. I nodded. The small business needed room. My phone rang. The stock exchange director. Time for the opening bell. Excuse me, I said, standing. I have a company to launch. Unlike some jobs, mine actually reshapes the world. Wait, Dad called, desperate. We didn't know. That was the point, I said, gathering my things. I learned long ago not to share breakthroughs with people who'd already written me off. The IPO details, Victoria said weakly, likely recalling the filing her firm dismissed months ago. Goldman passed because you told them it was probably another amateur startup. Morgan Stanley says thanks, I finished. Their underwriting fees alone made their year. The CNBC anchor's voice grew electric. Nova Systems Quantum Tech is being hailed as the biggest leap since the microchip. Early investors include tech titans and top venture capital. Venture capital? Dad interrupted. You said you couldn't get funding. I said I didn't need your funding, I corrected. Silicon Valley's top firms jumped in once they saw the tech. My phone buzzed nonstop. Executives, investors, media, all clamoring for the woman who'd revolutionized computing from her little startup. Dr. Hamilton, my assistant's voice came through. The exchange floor is ready, and the governor's calling about the new tech center. Tell them I'm on my way, I replied, just wrapping up brunch with my family, who were explaining how my work isn't real. Mom's face fell. Darling, we didn't mean yes you did, I cut in. Every jab, every comparison to Victoria, every scoff at my amateur efforts, you meant it all. Outside, my driver waited with the Tesla. Time to head to Wall Street. The quantum processors, Victoria said, her financial brain kicking in. They'll make current banking systems obsolete, won't they? Everything obsolete, I confirmed, including the trading algorithms your team loves. I'd polish your resume. The TV showed crowds outside the stock exchange, eager for Nova's debut. I should go, I said, grabbing my coat. Unlike some jobs, my little business impacts more than just quarterly bonuses. We were wrong, Dad called as I reached the door. I turned back. About my potential, my work, everything. But don't worry, you can watch your amateur daughter make history on CNBC. The opening bell doesn't wait. My heels clicked on the marble floor, leaving them with their cold brunch and broken assumptions. The New York Stock Exchange buzzed with energy. Traders, journalists, and tech leaders gathered for Nova Systems' historic debut. 5 minutes to opening bell. My CFO announced, tablet showing live market data. Pre-trading suggests we could hit $20 billion by lunch. I adjusted my blazer, watching screens showcase Nova's quantum innovations. 3 years of hidden work, all for this moment. Ms. Hamilton, reporters shouted. How does it feel to redefine computing at 28? Before I could respond, I spotted movement at the entrance. My family, Mom, Dad, Victoria, looking out of place amid the financial spectacle. Security moved in, but I raised a hand. Let them watch, I said quietly. Let them see what playing entrepreneur looks like. The screens displayed our quantum tech in action, outpacing traditional computers like they were relics. Nearby, ticker symbols flashed as tech stocks sank, legacy firms realizing their systems were obsolete. Morgan Stanley's on the line, my assistant called. Microsoft wants to talk integration. Your technology, Victoria said, her banker confidence gone. It's not just a startup, it's a total game changer. Among other things, I nodded. The quantum architecture impacts AI, cybersecurity, molecular modeling. I smiled faintly, but I guess that's not as impressive as banking mergers. Dad picked up an IPO prospectus from the floor, my innovations laid out in cold financial terms. All those nights we thought you were wasting time, I was rewriting computing, I finished. While you praised Victoria's safe career, I was making it irrelevant. Exchange officials approached with the ceremonial bell hammer. Mom's eyes widened at their casual mention of billions. Market orders, one official began, then paused, noticing my family. Should we delay? No need, I said coolly. They're just leaving. Unless they want to watch me play business some more. Olivia, Mom's voice broke. We had no idea. That's the problem, I said. You never cared to understand what I was building. Too busy planning Victoria's next bonus party. My phone buzzed, the president's tech advisor confirming our afternoon call, alongside messages from tech giants begging for partnerships. The quantum processors, Victoria said. They'll make financial systems obsolete, won't they? Exactly, I replied. Digital banking will need a quantum overhaul. Your trading floor, I gestured around, will transform in months. The screens flashed breaking news. Tech stocks crashing as Nova Systems prepared to launch. Princess, Dad said, using my old nickname. We were wrong. Save it, I said, raising a hand. I'm about to ring the bell on a $20 billion IPO that'll reshape tech. I don't need your approval anymore. Officials signaled 30 seconds to the bell. Media trucks crowded Wall Street like modern-day chariots. That's seed funding you rejected, I told Victoria. The one you called amateur hour? It's worth $100 million a share now. She winced, recalling her role in blocking my early rounds. Miss Hamilton, my assistant interrupted. The quantum team needs your approval for the global launch. I turned to my work, dismissing my family as they dismiss me. Tell them to roll out the full protocol. Today's about more than stock prices. It's a tech revolution. Olivia, please, Mom pleaded. What? I asked coldly. Forget years of mockery. Ignore how you belittle my dreams. Pretend you believed in me before the billions. The trading floor hushed, traders sensing the family tension. You should go, I said. I have a bell to ring. Unlike some jobs, mine shapes more than quarterly reports. As security escorted them out, I called, watch the ticker today. See what your amateur daughter built while you doubted her. The opening bell loomed, its weight heavy in my hand. Ready to change the world, Miss Hamilton? The exchange president asked. 6 months later, I stood in Nova Systems' new headquarters, a quantum-powered skyscraper towering over Silicon Valley. A framed Wall Street Journal headline adorned my wall. Nova Systems hits $50 billion. How Olivia Hamilton redefined computing. Fourth quarter projections, Miss Hamilton, my CFO said, showing holographic charts powered by our quantum processors. Revenue beat expectations by 300%. I watched real-time data stream across my office windows. Every major tech firm now ran on Nova's quantum architecture. The amateur startup had become the backbone of global tech. Miss Hamilton, my assistant said, your family's in the lobby, asking to see you. I glanced at the security feed. They looked humbled. Victoria in a simple suit, no longer in Goldman Sachs armor. She'd left banking after our quantum systems made her trading algorithms obsolete. The tech demo first, I said. Family can wait. In our quantum lab, top tech leaders marveled at Nova's impact. Medical breakthroughs, climate modeling, AI advances, all powered by our processors. Your quantum architecture, Microsoft CEO said, isn't just progress, it's a computing renaissance. That was the vision, I replied. Not just better computing, but a complete reimagining. My phone buzzed, stock prices soaring with our latest innovation. Dr. Hamilton, a familiar investor said, the one who dismissed my early pitch. Comment on Nova becoming the most valuable tech company ever. Valuation's secondary, I said. The impact matters, solving humanity's biggest challenges with quantum tech. Later, I met my family in my conference room. They seemed small against Nova's success. The quantum speed, Victoria said quietly. It's doing in seconds what took years, including my trading algorithms. How's the job search? I asked. She flushed. It's humbling being on the other side of innovation. The financial sector's transformed, Dad added. Everything we knew about computing is outdated. Like your views on my startup? I said. Mom clutched her purse. The foundation you started with IPO funds. It's helping other amateur innovators. I nodded. Visionaries who just need someone to believe in them. I've been studying quantum computing, Victoria said hesitantly. Trying to grasp what you built while we mocked it. It's brilliant. We were so wrong, she added. My phone buzzed, a quantum breakthrough in cancer research, saving lives with tech they'd called a waste. The innovation lab needs analysts, I said. People who get tech and finance. Interested, Victoria? Her eyes widened. You give me a chance after everything. Professionally only, I said. No favors. Prove yourself like I did. Thank you, she whispered, for showing me what innovation really is. And us? Mom asked softly. I studied them. The arrogance was gone, replaced by something like respect. Sunday brunches, I said. Here at Nova. See what a tech revolution looks like. They nodded eagerly. But first, I said, meet someone. I led them to our quantum lab, where a young developer worked, reminding me of myself. This is Maya, I said. While you doubted startups, she's building quantum applications to transform medicine. Maya beamed. Miss Hamilton believed in me when everyone said I was too young, too inexperienced, too amateur. My family flinched. My phone buzzed. Quantum breakthrough enables clean energy solution. I have to go, I said, gathering my things. The UN Tech Council's waiting. Maya, keep pushing boundaries. Show them what amateurs can do. At the door, Victoria called, Olivia. Thank you, not just for proving us wrong, but for showing what's possible. I pause, looking at my family, at Maya, at the quantum innovations lighting up every screen.